In the last videos we covered, last sessions we covered about, sir, have you remembered, right? We discussed about what is authentication. What is authentication? We discussed very detailed discussion about sir, what are various authentication mechanisms, token authentication. Next, even we discussed about JWT authentication. JWT authentication we covered. Authentication, token authentication, JWT authentication, like we discussed all these things, right? Okay, sir. Next cinema we have to talk about okay, just pagination concept, the Django pagination concept. But somewhere we will discuss basic authentication and session authentication also. Okay, if possible. Yes. Now the next thing what I have to discuss, what I have to discuss is pagination concept. A small chota concept, but beautiful way DRF provided. Or get a beautiful way DRF provided. Okay, how you can do that pagination concept. This concept I will discuss, right? So in the last examples, whenever we send the request, how you send the request? Can you please tell what is the base? 127.0.0.1 0.0.1 colon 8000 slash API. Whenever you access endpoint, how many requests came? How many resources came? Oddly, some 4 to 5 resources we got. Regarding just only 4 to 5, of course in my database only 4 to 5 resources are there. All means only 4 to 5 resources we got, sir. But sometimes we may have some hundreds of resources are there. If hundreds of resources are available, if I will display all, then may be the problem. That's why if a huge number of resources are there, large data sets, if huge number of resources are there, highly recommended to display those resources into across multiple pages, which is nothing but pagination concept. Which is nothing but pagination concept, right? Okay, pagination is the splitting of large data sets into separate pages. I want to divide the large number of records into separate pages. Then we can go for pagination concepts. Okay, well, so now here if the number of resources are very high, then we require to go for pagination. Next, DRF provides several pagination classes to implement pagination. DRF provides several pagination classes. Several pagination classes are available to implement pagination. Sir, which classes are available? Available here is first one, page number pagination. Sir, it is the DRF inbuilt support. Remember this one, DRF inbuilt support, page number pagination. Second one, sir, limit offset pagination. Third one, sir, cursor pagination. Are you getting? Cursor pagination. That's all. These are the 3 types of paginations what we have. Can you please spell out how many pagination classes are provided by DRF, sir, to implement pagination? Three things. What is the first one? Respond. What is the first one? Page number pagination. Second one, limit offset pagination. Third one, cursor pagination. So total, how many pagination classes are there, sir? 3 pagination classes are available. How you can implement these things, how you can use these pagination classes, this part I will discuss in detail. Up to this, any doubt about this one? Clear, right? Okay. Next, how to enable pagination? How to enable pagination globally how to enable pagination locally. Okay, both options are available, sir. If you want to enable pagination globally, okay, enable pagination globally, enable pagination globally, sir. Sir, authentication and permissions, if you want to enable globally, have you remembered, right? Inside settings.py, inside settings.py, we have to write the REST framework. We require to write REST framework. Like under that, we have to write some code. Have you remembered, right? So authentication classes, default authentication classes, default permission classes, like same way we require to take default pagination class. Are you getting? What is the what class we require to take, sir? Default pagination class. Default pagination class. This is the key, because it's a dictionary. In that default pagination class is which pagination class you want. Very simple, sir. Which pagination class you require. Okay, now do you know REST framework? REST framework data pagination data page number pagination. Are you getting? Page number pagination, like you can take, sir. Okay, this is the first one. Can you please observe what is this one? Default pagination class is the key. Next, REST framework dot pagination. In that page number pagination class is there, sir. Okay, well, sir, this is first key value in that. Next, what is the page size you want? Are you getting? Page size per page, how many resources you have to display per page? How many resources you have to display, sir? Sir, page size. Okay, page size is 10. I want, sir. Page size is 10. I want. So something like this is the way how you can enable pagination globally. Sir, when we should go for page number, limit, offset, cursor, I will explain in detail. First, aware in the global default pagination class, something like default permission class, something like default authentication class. Okay, like REST framework dot pagination dot page number pagination, comma page size itself is 100. We require to take. Up to this, any doubt? Can you please confirm? Up to this, any doubt? Clear, right? So can you please tell this setting, is it applicable for a particular view class, or is it applicable for all view classes? Is it applicable for all view classes, or is it applicable only for particular view class? Because where we are setting this one, where we are keeping this one, inside settings.py project level. That's why for all view classes, this pagination by default is applicable. Okay, for particular view class, if you are not satisfied with that, for particular view class, if you are not satisfied with that, no problem at all. We can override this default pagination at a particular view level. Something like our authentication, how you override, our permission classes, how you override. Same way we can do that, sir. This is enabling pagination globally. So if you don't want to global, I want to enable pagination for a particular view locally. I want to enable pagination locally. The sir, how you can able to do that? Okay, sir, very simple. We have classes there. So something like employee API view, employee API view is there. Just assume generics data list API view, generics data list API view. Here you have several properties are there. Query set, serializer class, like that, right? Same way here we have to take pagination class is equal to page number pagination. Page number pagination, like this we have to take, sir. I hope you people can able to understand what is the just this is the local, something like authentication classes, something like permission classes. Here we require to use pagination class is equal to page number pagination, like this we have to take. This type of thing is called enabling locally. This type of thing is called enabling globally. Any doubt, friends? So I hope it is the same simple copy paste off. It is a very simple copy paste off. Okay, how to enable, how you can enable pagination, how you can enable pagination, I mean authentication and permissions. Same way pagination is also same. I don't think much difference between these. So in the setup, any doubt, friends? Can I go for a small demo program? How it's going to work? Can I go for a small demo program? Okay. So now let me talk about, it's very simple. I'm not required to write much code from the beginning. Just observe that, sir. I'm taking a simple Django, sorry, REST API apps OT. Now Django admin start project. Yes, what is the project name I want to take? Yes, any name you can take. Sir, pagination project, pagination start project, pagination project, like this I did, sir. Okay, well, now cd pagination project. Next up py manage.py, manage.py. Okay, start app, test the app, start app, test app, like this I'm taking. Py manage.py. So start app, test app, like that. Now application is ready, sir. Okay, in the REST API apps pagination project, in that test app. So first mandatory things, let me do that. What is the first mandatory? Installed apps. Here just let me add REST framework, REST framework, comma. Next and after that, what I have to take? Test app. Okay, third party REST framework. Like this I have to take, sir. Next, one more thing I have to take care. Sir, let me take employee class only. Let me take employee class only. Okay, like sir, I want what I want to do is, let me remove this models.py. Okay, let me remove this models.py. Okay, observe this one. I just remove this models.py. Even admin.py also just I remove. Don't worry, just two things I remove, because I want to copy paste from here. Don't worry, sir. Here models.py and admin.py. Just these two things I copied. Have a look once inside. Yes, inside pagination test app. Let me paste here. Okay. Any doubt about this one? Can you please confirm? Is it the same or not? Yes. Okay, same. There is no difference at all. Now let me create super user. But before that, py manage.py, make migrations. And then migrate. Here just observe that migrate py manage.py. Okay, next migrate. Now the table will be created. Let me create super user. Okay, now py manage.py create super user. Okay, so Durga, next Durga 1 2 3, next Durga 1 2 3, like this I took, created super user. Okay, now my next target is, let me start the server. Let me check admin console. Py manage.py run server. Am I doing any mistake? So that if anything goes wrong, we can see the exception information. Okay, nothing. Let me send the request. 127/admin Durga, and then Durga 1 2 3. Yeah, here observe. Employee table is ready. But how many employees are there? But how many employees are there? 0 number, because I didn't add. Sir, here we are talking about pagination. Listen very carefully, sir. We are talking about pagination. So more number of records are there. Then I can explain very easily pagination. That's why almost around some 120 records I want to insert. What is the best way? If you want to insert 120 records, what is the best way? You respond. Good. What is the best way? Wow, excellent. So all the people already you aware to generate some fake data. Highly recommended we should go for what? Faker module. Okay, faker module, right? So maybe somewhere related to that we had maybe here I have somewhere populate script is there. Okay, related to employee only faker module to generate fake data. Better to go for faker module like this, right? So now here just observe. Sir, I got the populate.py. Can you please have a look once? Sir, import OS. Okay, os.environment.set default Django. Sir, this is what is our project name? What is our project name? Pagination underscore project. This is our project name. Regarding pagination project. Import Django.setup. So this script is associated with the pagination project settings. Remember this one, sir. Now from test app models import star, from faker import faker, from random import star. I hope, sir, not required to keep any explanation about this one, because in our Django sessions I covered very clearly, sir. Sir, I created a faker object. Okay, I created one faker object. Now, sir, what I'm trying to take is generate some fake data. Generate some fake data. Generate some fake data. Here, observe carefully. Have a look once, sir. I have from here from faker import star. Next up from random import star. Now observe carefully. Here what I'm trying to take is f name. Okay, f name, f here just f enum, f sal. Okay, like f e address. Have you observed 10012999? A random int value will be generated, which will become do you know, sir, fake employee number. Next, sir, do you know, just it is a random module randint function I used. Next, faker module name, it's always going to generate fake name. Next, f esal. So randint of 10,000 to 20,000 is the salary. 10,000 to 20,000 is the salary. FE address faker.city. Okay, right. Now I'm taking print of employee number. So just f enum employee name. Okay, f ename employee salary f esal employee address fe address like this I took, sir. Assume that, sir. Now if I run this code, observe that some fake data I'm trying to generate. Now py tester.py. Can you please have a look once? Some fake data I want to generate, sir. Sorry, here just 1 minute. Faker dot 1 minute I require to create. If I'm using faker means let me create faker object. Faker is equal to faker. Just I created a faker object, and then like now here just observe that. So some random. This is the random number. So employee name Karen Williams instead of Sunny Karen Williams came. Next up 15801 South Amber is the address. Let me run again. This time 5417. Next Kati Robinson Next, Carty Robinson is the name. Next, East Downstead is the like city address. North Christopher is employee salary, employee number. Like it is the it is going to generate fake data, right? Beautiful concept, sir. Okay, not required to keep much explanation. I hope everyone in the position to understand this one. Please respond. I hope everyone can understand this. Okay, now what I'm trying to take here is observe carefully, sir. So here whenever I'm asking populate of 120, okay, sir, this populate function will work. This one here it is going to repeat 120 times. Every time what it is doing, generate fake data. With that fake data, can you please create a record in the employee table? Employee dot objects dot get or create. With this data, if it is already there, return. If it is not there, can you please create? Create like this, right? Get or create. Employee number, employee name, employee sal, and then employee address, followed by populate 120. Like this, I'm taking, sir. Okay, that's all. Now let me, sir, if I execute this script, how many records will be inserted in my database? Please confirm. How many records will be inserted in my database? 120 records will be inserted. Correct, right? 120 records will be inserted, sir. Even need not be 120. You can take any number, no problem at all, acceptable. Okay. Now have a look once, sir. I want to execute that script. I want to execute that script, sir. Let me go to that location. Let me go to that location here. See the rest apps voting pagination project. Okay, py populate sub.py. Yes, very simple. 120 records by default will be inserted. It may take some time. Don't worry. Just a matter of 1 minute. It may be completed. 120 records. It may take some time. Generate fake data and insert in the database. Okay, like yes, completed, sir. Let me cross check. Really, earlier 0 number of employees are there, but now how many employees are there, sir? If you want, you can cross check. 120 employees are there. Are you getting 120 employees are available. Sir, next best example here. If huge number is there, do you know here pagination you can able to see in the admin interface. So in the page 100 records will be there. Sir, first one, and then second, from 101 to like it will be there, sir. Okay, like so now 120 records are available in my database. Okay, now my target is I want to list out all these records. I want to display page by page. This is about my requirement, right? I want to apply pagination concept. Okay, like let me go to views.py. Yes, from freshly I want to write this views.py. Take very special care about this terminology, right? But before that, serializer must be required or not? Yes, friends, serializer class must be required or not? Yes, employee serializer must be required. I don't want to write employee serializer. Just can I copy paste this one? Sir, nothing will be there. Serializer.py. Here just inside the test paste I'm taking. Yes. Okay. If you observe that, this is the file. From test app.models, import employee, import serializers, employee serializer, model serializer, employee model all. Okay, like serializer is also ready. Okay, now let me go to views.py. Okay, in the views.py. So first thing what I want to take views.py. First thing what I want to take here is from okay. So from test app from test app models import employee. Okay, import employee. Next serializer also better to import. Serializer better to import, sir. From test app serializers import employee serializer. Okay, employee serializer is ready. Next I want to take class employee list view. I'm taking, sir, employee list view. So pagination concept is applicable only for list operation. Remember this one, sir. Pagination concept is applicable only for list, because when you are going to get all the records means whenever you perform list operation. That's why let me take generics list API view. Regarding, let me go for generics list API view from REST framework import, from REST framework import generics. Here we have to take generics dot list API view. Are you getting list API view? Okay, like we can have you remembered, right? We covered already. How many view classes are there to write views, right? There are two types of. One is API views. Second one is view sets. Have you remembered? First one is the API view. Second one view sets. Let me go for list API view. Under that query set, I have to take, sir. Query set is equal to employee dot objects dot employee dot objects dot all employee dot objects dot all. Next serializer class is equal to, can you please tell what is the serializer class? Employee serializer. Okay, like just take a bit very special care. Do you want global pagination or local pagination? Sir, let me go for global pagination. Observe very carefully, sir. I want to go for global pagination first. Yes. Where I have to define global pagination? Respond, friends. Where I have to define global pagination? Inside settings.py. Inside settings.py. Okay, global pagination here. What I have to take? REST. I forgot the code, sir. Anyone, can you please guide? REST framework is equal to, okay, default pagination class. What is the default pagination class? REST framework dot pagination. REST framework dot pagination dot page number pagination. Sir, how many types of pagination classes are available? Please guide. How many types of pagination classes are available? 3. But currently, simple pagination I want to use page number pagination, right? Next, here page size. Okay, page size. Okay, assume that I'm not specifying anything, sir. I'm not specifying anything. Page size, I didn't. Then what will happen? We will check, sir. That's all. So this is just a REST framework configuration, right? No authentication, no authorization. Forget about that. If you want, you can implement that part also, because we aware already. Okay, now my target is, this is the default pagination class. Okay, now my target is, sir, let me define urls.py, because we have to define. Can you please tell, I want to register for the default router or not? Please confirm. Yes, friends, this view I have to register with the default router or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? No, because for the view sets we have to register with the default router, but API view compulsory we have to write explicitly. Okay, from here, just from test app. Okay, dot from test app dot views import only one view is there, employee list view, right? Now let me take API. Again, let me take API. Here I have to take, sir, views already, employee list view dot as view, like this I have to take, sir. You know already. Okay, that's all. This is the API like I took, sir. Now inside urls.py, this is the code what I am writing. Now let me cross check. Server is ready. I didn't specify any page size, but pagination name, line number pagination, like I implemented. Now let me go for, let me send the request. 123/API. Am I getting all the records or not? Can you please confirm? All records. How many pages are there? You respond. How many pages are there? How many pages are there? Only one, because you didn't specify any page size. You didn't specify page size. That's why the problem is coming, sir. Now what I can do is, let me go for okay, here my target is inside settings.py. okay, sir, page size I want to specify. Page size, observe this one, it is a very important, sir. It is applicable for all types. 10 I'm taking. Page size 10 I'm taking, sir. If I can take page size as the 10, observe what will happen. Here same request only. If I'm trying to send now I will look once. Yes, friends. Count 120. Yeah, correct. Here, how many resources it's going to be displayed? Please confirm. How many resources it's going to display? Only 10. I want to go for next one. I want to go for next one. Then better to go for that. Yes, here I want to go for next page 3, next page 4, next page 5, next page 6. Every time we have next previous, something like is available, sir. Getting right? This type of pagination is nothing but which pagination I used? Anyone, can you please confirm? What is the pagination I used here? Page number pagination. Simple, sir. Very simple. Just boss, I want which page? Regarding I want which page? Page number 7. Page number 7. I want page number 10. I want page number 10. Yes, I want page number 11. Okay, question mark. Page is equal to 11. At the top you can ask. Page is equal to 11. At the top you can ask. Then immediately, sir, 11th page by default we are going to get. Next page if you want 12. Are you getting? So now there is no next. Next is the null because already completed. Now it is, we can access the resources just by page number. That's why this type of pagination is by default considered what? Page number pagination. Any doubt? It's a very simple type of pagination what we have. Okay. Now I have one small doubt, sir. What's my doubt is it global setting or local setting? Is it global or local? Can you please confirm? Global setting, right? I want local. I want local. No problem at all. What you can do is, if you want a local in the views.py, here pagination class is equal to okay, import page number pagination and use that. Import page number pagination, use that, sir. Okay, here I'm taking from rest of framework dot pagination, from rest of framework dot pagination, import page number pagination. Like this we can take, sir. Page number pagination, like you can. So a simple page number based style, that suppose page number yes, like a query parameters, like you can. Okay, that's our page number pagination, like we can take. So here just pagination class, simply you can specify page number pagination, like this is the base, sir. Happily, do you know, instead of setting globally, if you want you can set locally also this is. But now worry about page size. Next any other properties if you want to change, then what you have to take is highly recommended, better to define our own class with the custom properties. Right? Of course, here I'm taking class my pagination. Observe carefully, sir. I'm not going to do much activity. Class my pagination, which is the child class of page number pagination. Page number pagination. Okay. Here my pagination, like it is already page number pagination. You are not required to specify here. So here directly pagination class is my pagination. Regarding my pagination, like this I am specifying. Here, which properties you want to implement, sir? Which properties? Yes, I don't want size other 10. Pass in the settings.py, I specified page size other 10. But I don't want the page size other 10. No problem. You can keep your own page size. Regarding, you can take your own page size. Okay, I want only 5, sir. I want only 5. Okay, no problem. If you want only 5, only 5, acceptable, acceptable, like this, right? Now, can you please observe? Can you please have a look once? 127/API. That's all. How many things are coming? If you want, you can cross check, sir. Only 5. Regarding only 5 resources are coming. Results, only 5 resources are coming. So, if you want, you can override global settings with the local settings. No problem at all. Any doubt? Sir, I want the 7th page. I want 7th page. Question mark page is equal to 7. Question mark page is equal to 7. Now observe, in the 7th page 31 to 35 we are getting, sir. Okay, per page 5 resources. Then obviously 7th page means 31 to 35 only we are going to get. Clear? Okay. Now there is one more option is there for us. Okay, for the client. What is the way is here we are specifying what is the query parameter. Can you please observe that? What is the query parameter here we are specifying? Please observe that. What is the query parameter we specified here? Page. Again, what is the query parameter we specified? Page. Okay, that is the default query parameter, right? The client can ask which page he want. That is the default parameter is the page. I don't want pages, sir. Array, if you want a particular page, if you want a particular page resources, then better to go for my page. My requirement is send the request http. So 127.0.0.1 sir colon 8000/API. So my page is equal to 21. Can you please provide, or my page is equal to 15. Can you please provide 15th page? Regarding 15th page resources or 7th page resources, I want, sir. How you can, instead of page, if you want a query parameter name as my page. Regarding which one, sir? Query parameter name. If you want query parameter name as my page instead of page. What is the default query parameter? What the default query parameter? Page is the default query parameter. If you don't want that, yes, you have the choice is there, sir. What is that is where you have to specify is, observe that page size of 5, sir. Next, page query param. Are you seeing, right? Page query param. Query param. If I can take like what is the default value? I hope you can able to see, sir. Just let me. I hope you can able to see, sir. Page query param. What is the default value, sir? Page. Regarding what the default values are? Page like page size. What is the default page size? Whatever you kept inside settings. Regarding page size settings is the default. If you are not specifying here, if you are not specifying page is the default value. I don't want pages, sir. I want my page. That's all. I want my page. Then so to the partner application you can convey. If you want to access, then automatically just simply you can ask my page like this. You can ask like this, right? Now let me send the request. What is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Yeah. Let me cross check all. I don't want. Observe that. Observe my page is 7. Regarding so seventh page Seventh, what is that? Seventh page. Here my page is equal to, my page is equal to 7. 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. Page query param. Sorry. Here have you observed? There is a here. Are you seeing right? I didn't overwrite properly. Page. What is the parameter name? Page query param. Page query param is equal to page. Page query param is equal to my page. Okay. This is just I removed that. Okay. Page query param. Okay. Well. Now have a look once, sir. Have a look once. Immediately it's going to provide proper result. Don't worry. Here observe, my page is 7. Okay. In the 7th page, 1 minute. My page, question mark. Good. Here the mistake is question mark. This is what my page 7. Okay. Now observe this one, sir. Query parameter right with a question mark. Can you please cross check? Yes. Can you please cross check? Sir, here 31 to 35. 31 to 35. Next page, my page is equal to 8. Previous page, my page is equal to 6. Are you seeing right? My page is equal to like. So we can override. Query parameter name. Okay, what is the way? But most of the times we are happy with the default name page. Okay, if you don't want that, then automatically this is. Next, what is the page size? Can you please tell? What is the page size? Page size is 5. I kept a size as the 5. Now observe. I want to send my page is equal to 7 and page size. Page underscore size, page size, I'm taking, sir. Page size is equal to, sir, 13 records per page. 13 records per page. I want 7th page. Is it going to be accepted or not? Can you please confirm? How many query parameters we are passing? How many query parameters we are passing? 2 query parameters. One is my page is equal to 7. Second one is page size is equal to 13. Is it going to be accepted or not? Okay. Sir, per page 13 I want, 13 resources I want, then seventh record I am expecting, sir. Have a look once. Can you please observe that? Is it 31, 32? Sorry, page size accepted or not accepted? Based on this answer, you have to tell. Page size, is it accepted or not accepted? No, because you have only 5 resources only. So 13 resources I want, but only 5 resources. That's fine. If you want, partner application can send that also. Here, page size query param. What I have to take is page size query param. Page size query param. Query param is equal to page size query param is equal to some num. You can specify your own. This is the variable. Okay, we have to set. If you want to specify, if a partner application want to specify page size, then automatically num. Okay, I'm taking sir. Now num is equal to 13. Sir, can you please observe per page how many resources you want? Please confirm per page how many resources you want? 13. 7th page I want. Then automatically 13 into 7. What is its value? 13, 7. What's its value? 91. So from maybe 13 into 6 completed. The next number onwards it will be there, sir. Okay. 13 6s are how many? 13 into 6. How much? 13 into 6, 78. 78, right? 79 to 91, it will be displayed. 78 to 91, it should be displayed. Let me cross check. If everything is working fine, are you seeing? 1 minute. Page number 13, my page is equal to 8. No, no, question mark is not required. Page size query param, page size query param is equal to num we are taking. No problem, it should be acceptable. 1 minute. Let me restart the server. Okay, let me resend the request. Priyank, is it space is there in the URL? No. Perfect. Yes. Is it accepted? Priyank, observe that 79, 79, 80, 81, 82, and so on 91. Accepted or not? Okay. I want second page, sir. Second page I want. But number is 11. Number is 11. Means page size is 11. Can you please tell to which record onwards I will get now? To which record onwards I will get now? In the first page 1 to 11 already completed. So 12th record. Second page I am expecting. Second page I am expecting means 12 to 22 we are going to get. 12 to 22 am I going to get or not? So now partner application also can send the request. Which page you want? Per page how many? Are you getting? 12 to 22 perfectly we are going to get. Any doubt? Are you getting right? So now the partner application can ask what is the page size. Next, which page they required. Next, max page size also you can specify. Max page size. Max page size. So you can't ask more than 15 or more than some 15. Like I can take max page size. Client can request up to 15 only. Page size up to 15 only, sir. By mistake, if it is requesting more than that, then automatically only 15 only I will consider. Okay, observe that. By mistake, if he's asking, sir, I want per page 20 resources. I want per page 20 resources. Sorry, max page size already set to 15. Already set to 15. Up to 15 resources only we can provide. Like it's going to tell, sir. Now observe this one. Let me send the request. Okay, num is 20 I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the answer we have to get? Please confirm what the answer we have to get. Second page, from which resource to which resource we are going to get? Yo, respond. From this. Good. From this max page size 15, but I'm requesting for 20. So if you are asking more than 15, it is going to consider up to 15 only. Your provided value will be ignored. Max page size by default will be considered. So in the first page already 1 to 15 completed. Now 16 to 30 we have to get. 16 to 30 we are going to get, sir. Okay. Now have a look once. Can you please have a look once? 16, 16, 17, 16 to 30 we are getting. Perfect. Neeraj, we won't get any error. Clear, right? Okay. Now, sir, this is the max page size 15. Sir, I want last page. Are you getting that? I want last page. I want last page, sir. Okay. How you can get the last page? Anyone, can you please tell? Page is equal to last. My page is equal to last. Can I ask? Is it going to be accepted? My page is equal to last. Correct? Correct? 116, 117, 118, okay, 119, 120. My page is equal to last. Last is the default value. Are you getting? Last itself is the default value, right? Okay. I don't want last as the default value. If you want, you can specify your own, no problem at all. Now here last page strings. If you observe, what is the default value we have? Last. If the tuple last page strings is last is the default value. Now last page strings is equal to tuple end page, like this I'm taking, sir. End page, like I'm taking end page. Okay. Now what I'm trying to take is my page is equal to, here observe carefully, observe a bit very carefully about this one. Sir, my page is equal to end page, and per page I want 14 records. Per page I want 14 records, right? Now, or otherwise 12 records I want. 12 records I want, sir, per page. Now observe. Now which page it is going to display? Which page it will display, sir? It's the last page. I mean 10th page. It's the last page. Okay. Now can you please observe that? Yes. Here 109, 110, 111, 112, 113 up to 120. Now end the page. Now earlier it will become, now end the page. I'm asking. That's all. These are various important parameters which are available for page number, pagination, sir. There are 3 types of pagination is available. And the first one, simply everything you are going to ask page number, by page number, that's all. This is the way how you can access page number pagination. Everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, where I define this class? Where I define this class? Can you please spell out? In which file I define this class? In which file I define this class? Inside views.py. What is it, recommended or not recommended? Never. Inside views.py you have to define your view classes or view function, not my pagination and so on. What I will take is, let me separate this one into pagination.py. Are you getting? Here I want to take pagination.py. Okay, I took. Now from here you can copy this one. You should not overload. Okay, views. Just here my pagination is there. This is the pagination. Now import the pagination from test app dot pagination. Import my pagination, and happily you can use that. That's it. It's always a good programming practice. Clear, friends? How you can implement pagination? Any explanation is required? These are various important parameters. What is the page size? What is the page query param string? The default is, what is the default value? Can you please confirm? Default value is page. Okay, default value is page. Okay, page query param. Default value is not there. You have to specify. Default is not there. Max page size. Okay, yeah. What is the default value? Can you please tell? Default value is, what the default value is, sir? Yeah, tuple inside the last. This is the default value. Like this is the type of pagination where every page you can access by simply page number. Here very important thing is page number. I want first page, I want second page, I want third page, like a page number. If you want this type of thing, happily you can go for pagination. Simple page number pagination, right? Are you feeling comfortable? Okay, now the next cinema I have to go for limit offset pagination. Second one, sir, very easy thing, nothing will be there. Limit offset pagination. Limit offset pagination. Okay, when we should go for limit offset pagination. Okay, very simple, sir. If the partner application, so sometimes what will happen in the page number pagination, you can always ask only 1 or 2 points, something like pass, I want fourth page, I want fourth page size is 20 or page size is 6, like you can specify. But sometimes our requirement is I want 40 resources. 40 resources starts from 90 starts from some 56th index, something like are you getting? Limit offset pagination. Sir, I don't know about first page or second page, third page, all the page numbers I don't know. Boss, I want from 56th index. 56th index means assume the 57th record. 57th record. I want the 57th record. Sir, from 57th onwards, how many records you want? 40 resources I want. So here limit means 40. Next, sir, do you know offset means from where you want 56. Remember this one, limit offset. So if your partner application is always going to ask this type of terminology, sir, I don't want first page or second page, third page, I want sir 20 starts from okay some 10th index onwards, 11th index onwards. If you have such a type of thing, then automatically limit offset pagination we require to go for. Any doubt? Yeah, Neeraj, correct. Limit offset. Client application require 20 resources starts from offset at 10. Starts from offset at 10 means offset at 10 means 11th record onwards we are going to get, sir. How you can specify? Very simple, sir. Here observe that carefully. Let me take class my pagination 2 of it is the child class of limit offset pagination. Here I am taking limit offset pagination. Okay, like this. Sir, I am taking one more my pagination 2 I am taking, sir. Sir, in that if you are not specifying anything, if you are not specifying anything, sir, anything, now which limit it is going to consider, which offset it is going to consider, it is always going to consider from settings.py, page size 10 you provided, right? Page size 10 you provided, that limit, that offset by default it's going to consider. Okay, default value for limit is page size, sir. Whatever you configured inside settings.py. Default value for offset is also page size only. Okay, now observe that. Let me send a request. Let me send a request, sir. What will happen? But anyway, let me change my pagination class name in the views.py. Here import my pagination 2. Here my pagination 2 I'm taking, sir. My pagination 2 I'm taking. Now my pagination 2 means limit offset pagination. Now let me send a request. I don't know about limit. I don't know about offset. Is it going to consider any default values or not? Yes, friends. Yes, some default values I got. Limit. How much number you got? Can you please observe that? By seeing this one, you can able to guess what is the default limit, what is the default offset. What is the default limit? 10. What is the default offset? 10. Now, do you know this is the next page URL? Regarding this is the next page URL. Currently, sir, 1 to 10 by default we are 1 to 10 by default we are getting. Now, if I click this one, So 11 to 20 we are going to get. Here page number, such a type of thing is not there. Okay, if you want now observe that I don't want a default question mark limit is equal to sir 13 I want, sir 13 I want, and from which offset onwards, from which offset onwards 20. So 20 means that 21, 22, 23, like from 21 ID onwards, 21 record onwards, it is going to provide 13 resources. Have a look once. Can you please observe? 21 to 13 means up to 33. 21 to 13 is nothing but 33. Correct or not? Getting, friends? This is limit offset pagination. Here page numbers won't be there. How many resources you require, happily you can specify. Such a type of facility is also available, right? This type of thing is called limit offset pagination. Next, you can customize the limit parameter name and offset parameter name also. No problem at all. Next, here what I can specify is limit parameter name, limit query parameter name, offset query parameter name. Next, max limit, default limit, like 4 parameters you can configure. So default limit, if you are not specifying the limit, okay, what is the default limit, sir? Okay, 15 I'm taking. Now observe this one, default limit 15 I'm taking, sir. 15 I'm taking. Now have a look once. Have a look once, sir. I want to send the request. Okay, default. I don't want to specify offset. I don't want to specify limit, sir. Just only offset is equal to some 50 I'm taking. So 51th onwards, how many records it's going to provide? As per this one, from 51th record onwards, how many records it's going to provide? 15, because default limit is 15. If you are not specifying anything, default limit is the 15, sir. Let me cross check. Let me send the request. 51 to 65, 51 to 65, 51 to 65, 51 to 65 by default we are getting. Perfect. Okay, similarly, if you want, you can customize limit query parameter name, offset query parameter name also. Limit query parameter name, are you seeing here? Limit is the default value. Limit query parameter name is equal to my limit I'm taking. Next, offset query param name, offset query param name, offset query param is equal to my offset. Next, max limit also you can specify. Max limit is equal to sub 20. You can specify max limit as the 20 only. If you are specifying max limit as 100, sorry man, only 20 only it is going to be considered. Are you seeing any doubt about this one? Default limit query param, offset query param. Now with these parameters, I'm going to frame the query, sir. Now observe, my query is my limit is equal to 25, and my offset is equal to 40. My offset is equal to 40. Please confirm which records it's going to display, from which ID to which ID. Please confirm. Respond. Which ID to which ID? From 41 to from 41 to from 41 to 60 or 65. 60 or 65. Remember that 41 to you specify limit as the 25, but I provided max limit 20 only. So if your provided limit exceeds this one, then only max limit is going to be considered. Only max limit is going to be considered. That's why 41 means up to 60 by default it will be there. Only 20 only it's going to be considered, not the 25, because you specified max limit as a 20. Please confirm. 41 to 60. Regarding only 20 only consider, but not 25, because you specified max limit as 20, like this, right? Regarding, yes friends, everyone in the position to understand what is the meaning, of, okay? So offset, limit offset pagination. I want these many number of records starts from so and so offset. If you want, then happily we can go for limit offset pagination. Can I go for cursor pagination? Okay, cursor pagination is a beautiful one, sir. Cursor pagination is beautiful type of pagination, sir. Cursor means what? Ordering. Something like it can move across all the records. Your requested records I will provide. Cursor pagination. It is the most. If you want the resources according to some ordering, then we should go for cursor pagination. Array, I want all records. I want all records. So as per I want all the records according to ascending order of salaries, descending order of salaries, or alphabetical order of names, but 5 per page. But 5 per page, something like how you can do that. For that, we require to go for cursor pagination. Okay, to get all records, according to ascending order, of employee salaries, according to ascending order of employee salaries, but 5 per page. Something like that. Okay, but 5 per page. Okay, per page only 5, but the records should be arranged as according to ascending order of employee salaries. How you can able to specify this is? Are you able to understand, right? I'm not talking about so from which position onwards. I'm not talking about offset. I'm talking about according to some order, according to some sorting order. Then we require to go for cursor pagination. Remember that. Can I explain with a small example so that you can get much clearly? Yes, friends. Okay, now here see this one. Array, no response. Class my pagination 3. What is the class name? Can you please confirm what is the class name? What is the class name? Cursor pagination. Are you getting? First, let me import the cursor pagination. Okay, cursor pagination I imported, sir. Now here let me go for cursor pagination. Okay, now take very special care. I'm not providing anything, sir. It is not going to be accepted, I'm sure. What is the reason for that? Okay, here my pagination 3 import and then use that one. My pagination 3 import and then use that. Okay, now have a look once. There is a small problem is there. Okay, there is a small problem is there, sir. What is the problem is, here you are not specifying based on which order. You didn't specify anywhere order. As per our implementation, just my pagination 3, but my pagination 3 is empty. Immediately you are going to get some error. Why we are going to get the error is, by default it is always going to take based on created, based on record created, but created field is not available. Created field is not available, available, right? Okay, that is the problem. In our employee number, employee salary, employee address and employee name is available, but created is not available, is not available, right? Now have a look once. Let me send the request. Yes, can you please observe? Cannot resolve the keyword created. Cannot resolve the keyword created. Choices are e-address, e-name, enum, e-sal, id. Okay, like id like this, right? So created field by default is going to take, but it's not there. That's why what I want to take is, I want to specify my required ordering. What I can take? Ordering. What is the default value? Have you observed, right? Minus created, like ordering is equal to based on which order I want ascending order of ECL. Regarding ordering is equal to ascending order of ECL like this, right? I want ascending order of ECL. Okay, now take very special care. Okay, here next, what page size you want? Regarding what is the page size you require? Page size is 5, sir. Can you please provide all records according to ascending order of ECL, but per page only 5, only 5. Okay, now let me resend the request. Have you observed? Now don't worry about IDs. Your concentration should be only on salary, because the ascending order of salary is there or not. First, what is the salary? 10,064. Next, 10,110, 10,112, 10,285, 10,307. So per page, how many records are there? 5 records. Automatically all the records are added according to sorting order. Can I go to the next page? If I go to that, now next set of records, right? Ascending order, salaries, ascending order, right? Friends, everyone in the position to understand? If you want all the records based on some sorting order, then we can. Sir, I don't want ascending order, I want a descending order. Anyone, can you please tell what we have to do? Please confirm. What is the way, sir? How you can? Just minus. Somewhere we covered ORM, Django ORM. Somewhere we discussed. Minus means a descending order. Okay. Now observe this one. I don't know about all this nonsense. Observe. Yes, friends. Highest salary 19,983. Next highest salary 19,761. Next highest. So top 5 highest salaried people are first page. Next top 5 are the next page. If you want, you can say next top 5 are the next page. Okay, like if you want based on some sorting order, then we require to go for cursor pagination. Clear, right? Okay, so DRF provides support for how many types of pagination is there inside DRF? 3 types. What is the first one? Page number pagination, limit offset pagination. Next cursor pagination. If we want all resources page by page, then we should go for page number pagination. Here we can specify only page size. We can't talk about ordering and we can't talk about offset. Okay, just observe that. Page number pagination. Pagination. If you want all resources page by page, okay, here we can specify only page size. You can specify, or only page number and page size we can specify. Sir, here we can't talk about offset. Sir, I want from 10th index onwards, 11th index onwards. We can't talk about offset and ordering. Remember this one. Second one, limit offset pagination. Limit offset pagination. Okay, like if you want a limit offset pagination, okay, so if you want the resources based on some specified limit and the offset then we should go for, here we have the choice to specify limit and offset, but we can't specify ordering. We can't talk about ordering. Remember this one. Suppose if you want the order based on some sorting order, then we should go for cursor pagination. If you want based on some sorting order, then we should go for cursor pagination. Remember that. Here we can talk about ordering. We can talk about page size. We can talk about page size ordering, but we can't talk about offset. Sir, I want 10th index onwards, 11th index onwards. It is not possible, sir. We can't. Clear, right? That's all. This is the beautiful concept for you people. Just aware, sir. Maybe in the next session somewhere you can expect. Next session somewhere you can expect. Okay, like filtering, how you can perform filtering, ordering. Next, searching operation, how you can implement. This part I will discuss. Next, the basic and session authentication also somewhere we will discuss. Next, because just basic idea, because the required things already I explained. Token authentication, JWT authentication. Next, nested serializers is one concept we require to talk. With that, mostly DRF is going to be completed, sir. Okay. Saiteja is asking difference between Django pagination and DRF pagination. But pagination concept is the same. Saiteja, pagination concept is the same. Concept itself is the same pagination concept. But where is the difference is if it is the API DRF pagination meant for pattern applications. Next, Django pagination meant for within the application. Getting? Saiteja, within the application. Yeah.